Not on.
It just sounded like a.
I'm not on.
Yep.
Did anybody else hear a weird old man hailing at the wind? What was that?
Take it away again, Ken.
It's gonna be a storm today.
Take it away again.
Hey, oh, la-dee. Da-da-dee-da.
I thought you might give us an intro like from foggy Burbank, California.
From foggy Burbank, California, the home of Eat and Park.
You look at the mountains in Burbank, and it looks like the goddamn Misty Mountains from the Hobbit movies. You know?
I agree.
It's like, are we taking a ring anywhere today?
Yeah, there's a chubby little guy and a shorter little guy just like hugging each other and acting like they're not into each other's butts.
And it's totally not us. It's totally not us.
It's not us.
We're not the two chubby guys he's talking about.
Oh, man. I tell you what, that weight loss challenge was a really good idea for me. Since then, farts, man.
Who won the weight loss?
Ikaika did. Who today? It's his 30th birthday.
Hey, Ikaika. All right.
Let's hear it for Ikaika. Everybody go on Twitter or Instagram, Ikaika S3, and tell him happy birthday. Tell Ikaika happy 30th birthday. He's going. Guess where he's going tonight? I'm
gonna say he's going to the world famous Comedy Store.
He is not. Unfortunately, he lives up north now. He moved.
He's going to the world famous Cobb's Comedy Club in downtown San Francisco.
Even better, Mark. Where's our favorite place?
Is he going to the Mushroom?
No. It's our second favorite place next to it.
Wood Ranch.
No, come on. Where have we activity? We fell in love.
The world's cleanest gas station in the world.
Ken, come on.
Topgolf?
Yes, thank you. Good Lord. Sinead brought me a Vuvuzela back from Southern.
Somehow that sounded better than Ken's initial opening of the
Ken,
show.
take it away. Here we go.
I'll tell you what,
Burbank.
I never, it didn't matter how tired I was from the day when we would start the Schmoes No Live show. If I had Ken doing his classic, from downtown Burbank, California. You just it just got your juices going. Let's talk about that new Michael Bay picture.
Oh God! Look at this poster. What does it mean?
Oh, we were so young.
That first movie talk I ever did, I'm like looking at the rundown. I was like, wait a second, because I never watched the show. Obviously,
yes, you did. Yes,
you
did.
Mark,
he's teasing kids. He supported his friend Mark. I watched every TV talk.
Yeah, you did. Sure. I'm going to meet Miles Griffin this weekend, David Griffin's amazing human.
What a cute kid.
Yes.
God.
Right?
You just never know with babies. You know, with yours, with his, you never know if they're just going to be like cute commercial quality babies or they're going to look like Renesmee from Twilight.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Yeah, remember that?
That's a good reference, sir.
It was just a hodgepodge of like all these different CGIs, and it's like, is that a unibrow? Oh my good Lord, are these real?
Okay, before we get into it.
Yeah. Because him and I are going to get into it.
Yeah.
We are not friends.
No more. No
Possibly
friends.
ever again after this weekend.
So, Mark, this company, Elite Sweets, reached out to me and said, hey, we want to sponsor an episode of Eating History. I was like, contact History Channel because we got canceled 18 months ago.
I hope you were nicer than that.
Yeah, I was. And they said, well, we'd still like to send you some donuts. Do you do anything on YouTube? And I said, well, as a matter of fact, I do.
Can I have one of these?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
They're
I'm going cinnamon
keto-friendly.
and sugar.
Now, what they didn't know, and I didn't tell them in the thing, is I didn't know what was going on, is I'm allergic to everything. And these have almonds in them, so I can't eat them.
I'm not allergic.
But Ken tried one. Ken, Elite Sweets?
I'll tell you right now, the report is pretty good.
Yeah.
These tasted wonderful, but your hands get a little sticky. Make sure you put them in the freezer.
Can I tell you, what are you guys doing here? These nice folks at
Elite
Sweets sent you free donuts, and you're like, oh, I can't have any. And Ken's like, well, my fingers are sticky. Here's what I love about this so far. I haven't even opened the goddamn package yet. Sorry
Watch
for
your
Elite
mouth.
Sweets. Is that a lot of times you get these like keto-friendly protein cookies or whatever, and you get excited.
Sure.
And then you look on the back, and it's like serving size, 1/4 of a cookie. And it's like, what is there, pot in there? No, 1/4 of a cookie is never a serving. One serving size, one donut.
Boom.
That's what I like about this. Let's have some fun here.
Mark Ellis, thank you for the super chat. Joey Pedro says, missed everyone. And Senior Film says, can't wait to see Ellis and Ken in D.C. Link for the D.C. show in the description.
Hey, thank you for doing that.
Absolutely.
All right.
December 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th,
And the 19th,
21st.
Josh Macuga's flying out.
Yes. Do you want me to come out? I'll come out. I got nothing.
If you come out, that would be the greatest weekend of our lives.
Okay.
And then we'll hire Lincoln Riley to coach us, to kind of coach us up.
Mark Riley at the bar.
Uh-huh.
And his mic's not on?
Oh!
There we go.
Lincoln
I was
Riley.
just looking at. I got to readjust that camera. We'll do that in a second.
Yeah, that's all good.
No, Mark's good. He's
You
No,
don't
I'm
need
good,
to
I'm good,
adjust
I'm
the
good.
camera. Riley can just lean the other way.
Yeah. His
What we do-
name is
there you go.
Lincoln Riley, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, we're brethren.
Yes.
Yeah.
He
He's my
spells it a
peeps.
little differently, but
He's
it's
got
the
it-
same person.
Well, I'm not holding that against him yet.
Have you changed the spelling of your last name?
I am going to change the
think
spelling of
that's
my
smart.
last name.
Yeah.
For him?
Yeah.
Yes. Lincoln Riley, I will change my last name. Riley now.
yeah.
Anyone
Riley
else,
around.
Anyone else have their alma mater tattooed anywhere in their body, or am I the only one?
You're the only
No.
one.
I told my
I'll
parents.
probably get it sooner or later.
You should get the Trojan on the right shoulder. You and I can be we can just pal around and
You should,
solve
you should
mysteries.
get the USC logo that's on the baseball hats, though. That's my favorite one. Have you
What's
seen
that?
like the
Baseball
baseball
hats.
No, it's
logo?
I'm gonna guess it's a big Trojan.
No. It's like it's like a U. It's hard, but it's the best version of the logo.
I'm looking it
Really?
up
Yes,
right now.
I think so.
Okay. By the
Um,
way,
yeah.
cinnamon and sugar, way to go,
Delicious.
Elise.
Stuff.
I feel like I should take a bite. I'll be fine.
No.
Josh,
No.
no.
Okay. Because now I'm
We
very.
all remember
interested.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, we all do.
Oh, yeah.
So Elite Sweets, we got the birthday cake, which is amazing. The chocolate. Ken, you had the chocolate, right?
I had the chocolate.
I'm taking one of each.
Cinnamon
I
sugar,
might
take 'em.
I might take a box. Home.
Take
This is
'em.
good, and they got protein in them. Not a lot of carbs.
This is my trade for the meat
No added sugar.
that you gave me.
Yeah, he raided my meat closet.
Yeah, it was a delicious meat.
Yeah, there was a tiny little Rocky Balboa in my freezer
Oh,
punching meat. And he's
let's
like, hey,
go.
what are you guys doing?
And I'll tell you this much: what I've learned is the easiest way to cook meat these days, the air fryer. Ken.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I switched to Mark, but
Woo.
look at Mark go air fryer.
Oh,
Air
yeah, the air
fryer.
fryer is, come on.
I
Restaurant
put a
quality
pork
wings.
loin in there the other night. Holy shnikes, man! 10 minutes.
the
Woo!
best.
You put a what?
A pork loin.
Really?
Yeah.
Air fry it up. It's delicious. Little salt, little
I've
pepper,
been
little olive
making.
oil.
Yeah, sorry. I'm so excited about food.
No,
I've
hit
been
it.
making homemade French fries.
Yeah.
Oh my God! In the air fryer.
Really? So you just chop up a potato?
Chop up a potato, put them in a bowl, mix all the seasonings and
Stuff's in
salt
there?
sauces you want on it, put them in there, 400 degrees, maybe 25, 30 minutes. You got fries, buddy.
Oh, in only 45 minutes? There's a place called McDonald's that you just go there and you don't have to cut anything.
He's not wrong. I've never said a bad word about McDonald's. Did you guys? I haven't worn it yet. You know what? I'll wear it next week. Our final live stream here from the studio Thursday night.
Oh, that'll be emotional.
Are you going to come? Do you want to come?
If you go to DC, I'll show up.
Okay. We just got to tell Amanda I'm going to DC.
Get her on the phone.
Maybe
No,
my
don't do
parents
that.
will come because I can't go see them
Oh.
before they leave for Pittsburgh.
Oh, I would love
Yeah.
for your parents, particularly John Macuga.
Yeah.
I would love for John Macuga, Pitt grad John Macuga, to show up, tail between his legs, to the DC shows next week after Wake Forest, the Demon Deacons, fell the Pitt. What are they? The Pumas?
It's the Panthers.
Once we defeat the Pitt Jaguars in the ACC championship Saturday night.
Let me ask you a question.
Big
Mike.
game. We're taking it.
Let me ask you a question. Does Winston-Salem have a hollow?
I'm sure we got many hollows in Winston-Salem. Actually,
Now, is it named after a deacon? Is it called Deacon Hollow?
no, but we have the original hollow because a lot like your friends at Elite Donuts, we invented Krispy Kreme, and so the hollow that we have is the middle of the donut.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I didn't know they were invented in Winston-Salem. That checks out. That math checks
Krispy
out.
Kreme, invented in Winston-Salem. What you got, Pittsburgh?
Well,
Some ketchup?
we invented, Heinz 57, which all over the world is widely regarded as the only ketchup that you use.
I thought Heinz 57 was like their steak sauce.
Well, there's Heinz 57 sauce, but then 57, classic 57 is the ketchup.
Yeah, what kind of morons take 56 tries and get it wrong before they're finally like, oh, okay, we got it.
Clearly your dating life. That's not very good. That
If you
wasn't
think
very
I've
good.
dated 56 women in my career, you got another thing coming.
Yo,
But
by the
hey,
way-
number 4 could arrive any minute now. Building momentum.
Elite Sweets, check them out. Mark's going to take some home. Mark Ryder's going to take some home. Ken Knapsack's going to take some home. Check them out on Instagram.
These are great.
Where's that? There's like a thing they gave me.
Oh, it's over here.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
thing.
I'm
Just
gonna
follow.
guess
Just check them out
it's
on
Elite
Instagram.
Sweets on Instagram.
And if you're trying to get in shape but also want to taste delicious things, I texted Sinead DeFries last night a picture. Said, "Do you want some? They're not going to last long." And she said, "I'm on my way." And she came over to my house and got some Elite Sweets.
Yeah, these are
not a lie.
These are high quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of added sugars. I mean, you got a good protein content in there, low saturated fat, low sodium. God,
there you go. Thank you. At elite.sweets, Facebook there, the Elite Sweets, and Ken Knapsack, the most elitist sweet that I know.
Certainly.
I'm pretty elitist.
I have a bet for us
Yeah.
that I've come up with for the big Wake Forest pit game everybody's talking about.
Yeah, ACC championship game this weekend.
That's
the
right.
Pittsburgh Panthers, led by one Kenny Pickett, not to be confused by Kenneth Allen Knapsack. Okay. Apparently, the Steelers are starting a hashtag, and it's called Dick It for Pickett because we stink. Hashtag it, Dick It for Pickett, because we're awful and we need a quarterback. Love Ben Roethlisberger's arm in the early 2000s. Right now, it resembles Mark Riley's golf game.
You know, if we can take a walk down memory lane, that was an unnecessary shot, I feel like.
Well, I'm trying to guilt all you asshats into playing golf, and Mark Riley's the only one.
He has. You haven't seen me play golf in a year.
Have you played golf in a
we
year?
played golf like it's not been a year.
A year.
Get out it, Mark. It's not been a year.
When was the last time you played golf, Mark Riley? And was it with Tom Dagnino?
It was with Tom Dagnino.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was about maybe 2 weeks ago.
And?
I think I shot it was on Vista. I shot an 88.
Are you?
It's a par 3 course.
That's
But
18 holes?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's a 65 par, I think.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not great. The best I've done on there is a 77.
Breaking
Yeah,
80
better
on
than you.
a 65. I shot a 79 on an 18 hole on Arnold Palmer's plantation course, which is probably a name they should change.
On 9 holes.
On 18 holes, Kings Mill.
What are
When
you
I was in
doing?
when I was in college.
Why are you not playing golf?
I told you off air
If Pitt wins this
that
weekend
there's an opportunity.
by more than 21 points, okay? If Pitt wins this weekend by more than 21 points,
Okay.
here's the bet. You have to start playing golf again. That's it.
24 points.
22 and a half.
Okay. Deal. You got yourself a deal. All right.
Done.
So here was my bet. This is now going to be overshadowed, but I still think it's fun. Whoever wins straight up, the loser has to have French fries and dip every fry in Hunt's ketchup.
Yes. Yes.
It's taken him longer to think about this than it was for me to entirely change my life, possibly, if we lose by more than 22 and a half points.
So what, you're going to buy me, if Wake Forest, if Pitt wins by 22
The
more than
winner is going to be doing the purchasing.
Okay.
So the winner buys the fries. We'll go to Mickey D's or something. We'll be, we'll try those new Wendy's fries everybody's talking about.
Okay, it's
but
closer.
you have to dip every one. You got to get a big thing of Hunt's ketchup. And I'll provide the Hunt's ketchup.
Okay.
And you got to dip every French fry in there.
Yeah, because my credit card gets declined if I try and buy Hunt's.
Yeah. You'd be asked to leave Pittsburgh permanently.
Does an alarm sound in your dad's den?
Yeah, Amex calls me and is like, your dad is livid.
Your card has been stolen.
Yeah. It's been stolen by somebody. It's just, I mean, there's villains out there. There's Hans Gruber, there's Uncle Frank in Home Alone, and then there's people that buy Hunt's ketchup.
There's Hunt's ketchup. Yeah. I don't understand who's walking down an aisle. Is it cheaper? It'd be a crime if it was more expensive. But, like, who's walking down the aisle and is like, Heinz, let's try Hunt's.
Yeah.
Who's ever had a bad experience with Heinz ketchup?
Not me.
No one.
Nobody.
The answer is no one.
We got a super chat from our buddy, Randy. I was going to say Justin. Randy Avenel, who says, how can an unlucky fan get into the sold-out show at the Comedy Store tonight?
That's a great question. I don't want people to overblow this. It's just I'm just doing a set at the Comedy Store. It's not like my show at the Comedy Store. I'm just one of the comedians on the lineup. So I'll do 15 minutes and probably just go home because big day tomorrow for another reason.
What's tomorrow?
Got the big Schmodown Spectacular. 5 matches on the books. Probably going to be some
spectacular is it
surprises.
if the Wild Berries aren't involved? Let's be honest.
Look, I really thought that you all retired prematurely. Well, you were broken up, and you really couldn't do anything about that. But then you retired. What again? A lot of people are saying was heat of the moment, was a rash decision,
forced into it.
and so you're saying right now on record you were forced into retirement.
Yeah.
Okay.
By Shannon Barney's breaking up of the Wild Berries.
Oh.
I no longer wanted to participate in a league where Elliot Dewberry and I were not throned champions without belts. We don't win games. We don't win. We sell T-shirts and we have a good time. And that's where the throne should be. I don't care about John Roque and Dan Merle. Congratulations. You want wild berries all the time.
You're telling me there's nobody else in the movie trivia Schmodown. There's some people in this room that I'm sure would love to be on a team with you.
No, they wouldn't.
I'm not going to be there.
No, they wouldn't.
Riley?
No.
See?
I'll be there in the morning. For
I mean, I'd love
expo,
to.
And then
I think you and I'd be a fun team.
I agree.
Oh, that'd be
But
fun.
You
I
guys
got
would be good.
You're not allowed to.
I got a job to do.
Ellis
Yeah.
this would be a 2014 team right here. Ellis is kind of dressed like 2014 Ellis.
Yeah.
I'm always dressed like 2014 now.
No.
I'm permanently dressed like 2014 Alice.
It's the hair and the sweatshirt today. It's
Ah.
great. I'm
Yeah, I
having
decided
You
to
look
dress
nostalgia.
down.
fantastic. You really do.
I worked out super early this morning, so I had time to get a shower.
Wow, what's
That's
that
the
like?
difference.
Rosie
it
slept
feels
until
good.
6 a.m. this morning, but my internal clock now goes off at like 5:40. And so I didn't get that final 20. I just stared at the ceiling. I looked to Amanda. She's like, this is the worst. Our bodies now wake us up, and our daughter isn't even waking up yet. But now, so yesterday, we went to the California Pizza Kitchen, a.k.a. the CPK.
By the way, that's how you do it. You start one story, and you just like literally go right into another story.
Yeah, that's
That's how you do
the
it.
show.
It's called a segue.
Yeah.
Segue.
That wasn't a segue.
Nope.
That was like that was a run on. You're telling a run on story right now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was a left turn in front of
You're
traffic.
welcome.
So anyway, you woke up at 6 this morning, and then you're at CPK,
CPK.
yesterday.
I mean, it's, you're Mr. Bachelor over here with a freezer full of meat, doing early workouts, posting pictures with his dog and Grey Poupon, saying he's got a job to do. The hell out of here!
Your storytelling is a
Forcing
lot like
Hunt's ketchup on the masses. I
He's-
might
I
die.
didn't force it on anybody. I'm saying that's the bet. I acknowledge Heinz is better. I just think it's a little ridiculous that they couldn't get it within 30 tries.
I have so much confidence in Kenny Pickett and the Pittsburgh Panthers that I will take that.
He's taking the bet.
Oh, we got the bet.
And I,
Despite the fact that the name of his quarterback sounds like an old guy at Cracker Barrel who judges people.
yeah, it's Pickett's charge. Was he in the bad side? Was Pickett on the bad side?
Yeah,
Was Pickett on
I'm
the
just
good
gonna
side?
guess yes.
Okay.
Kenny
Yeah.
Pickett, what's the good side and what's the bad side?
No, like in the Civil War, there was a bad side and there was a good side.
If your last name's Pickett, you're probably on the bad side.
Yeah,
Our
Pickett's
quarterback
charge.
at Wake Forest, another Heisman Trophy candidate, Sam Hartman, sounds like the lead of a Hallmark movie, and I acknowledge that.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
But if you've ever seen a Hallmark movie, they usually end pretty happy.
Yes.
I think it's going to happen with us.
What would you say, Jackson Dart? That name.
Jackson Dart is a
He's Heisman
quarterback.
next year.
Jackson Dart is the name of a quarterback in an Oliver Stone football movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jackson Dart backs up Steamin' Willie Beeman.
Yeah, that's a good one.
that's a good
Jackson
one.
Dart,
Yeah.
just smoking cigarettes, smoking darts, and just throwing darts.
Just throwing darts.
Pickett,
Throwing darts.
Pickett's charge was ordered by Confederate General Robert E. Lee. So yes, the wrong side
there
of
we go.
the argument.
Come on, I can just hear every football coach he's ever had say, "Come on, Kenny Pickett.
Come on,
Come on, Kenny. Throw that
Kenny?
ball.
come on.
Throw that ball, Kenny Pickett."
Mark, did you in school growing up in Virginia? Did you have to learn the Lost Cause mythology about the Civil War? Did they teach that there?
We did not learn about the lost cause mythology. Is this something with like the
Is this like
sort of
critical
trust
race
that,
theory
that shows that we actually that the Confederacy actually did win the Civil
No,
War?
it's along the lines of
War of
the
Northern
Confederate-
Aggression?
They had some good ideas. It's kind of the
No, we
summary.
never learned that in Virginia. We were close enough to the Mason-Dixon line where it's like, hey, look, we represented Team South, but we didn't really put
Yeah.
we didn't really put everything we had into it.
Yeah, it's not the best.
I mean, they signed the deal in Richmond, so
We had to go down there because
Appomattox had a thing to do with it. I mean, there's a lot of there's a lot of historical landmarks that Ken gets to see some of.
Oh, yeah.
in Washington D.C.
oh,
Love to.
DC?
Can't wait.
So anyway, so we go to California Pizza Kitchen. Okay.
Delicious.
Take Rosie. We don't go out to dinner that often because you got about 40 minutes with Rosie chilling, and then she
Right.
starts freaking out.
Have you ever had to be those parents in the restaurant where it's like, God,
Not yet.
This is everybody's nightmare.
Not yet.
Good.
But I will say there was a couple parents there last night whose kid was that.
Oh.
And the lovely, amazing Rosie Bernadette Macuga.
Mm-hmm. I love that's her middle name.
Yeah.
Bernadette.
So good, right? The Elite Suites.
Damn.
So this kid's screaming, crying, about the same age as Rosie, maybe a little bit older,
Mm-hmm.
and Rosie just like lounging in the high chair, right? Just looks over like,
That's how you do it, Rosie.
this friggin' guy, right? She crushed. She had a little bit of meat pasta, had a little bite of, we feed. She's eating a lot of stuff now.
Yeah, I am not concerned with what your child's eating. I'm concerned with your order at California Pizza Kitchen. Did you go classic pizza? Did you go Chipotle chicken pizza?
Okay, so here's what we did. We did a little three-banger. We got the artichoke salad, which was delicious.
Artichoke salad.
Okay, then we got the Thai crunch salad, and then we
That's
got
good.
the California Cobb pizza, which was unbelievably good.
Ken, you can end the show whenever you want.
Spoken like a true Wake Forest demon deacon, Ken. I only eat classic stuff.
An artichoke salad.
It's
Are
delicious.
you listening yourself?
It's a deep fried artichoke hearts.
And you didn't have enough from your first 2 salads that you had to put some BS salad onto a perfectly good pizza pie?
I'm trying to raise my daughter into a roughage household.
She's got the best meal of anybody. She's eating the meat pasta.
Meat pasta. Delicious. And everybody at the table next to us was like, oh my God, she's precious. The other table next was precious. Guess who wasn't getting precious?
Nope.
That screaming doucher down the line.
Nope. Yeah. Somebody fire that kid. Rosie, you're promoted, Bernadette.
Yep.
Can you explain a roughage house to me? Because I like that.
Yeah, we are, it's like your house, Ken.
Yeah.
It's all about the roughage.
Plant-based?
Yeah, plant-based. As my dad would say, eat your roughage, you dum-dum. I didn't like peas, but beans.
Yeah. For everyone at home, roughage is your right to vote. Is that not it? No? I missed that
Swinging.
one? Nope. Can't hit the curve.
Mark Riley, the first time I played golf with him, just a swing and a miss.
Oh, God.
That's twice. Twice in a row now. Got him. I'm
A
gonna
year.
give him 3. It's like Beetlejuice.
Year he hasn't seen.
It's been less than a year.
1 year, Josh.
Mark,
1
we
year.
started doing programming here
January.
in January.
It's January we played.
No, we didn't. Mark, Ikaika Shively, we did not go out in January. We went out in
Might have been February.
No, it was like March. It was before daylight saving. It was
just
after
keep
daylight
naming
savings.
months, and more subscribers and super chats are going to come in.
There we go.
It was on the whiteboard, guaranteed. It was like early, late spring.
You know, April's a possibility.
Months.
June is right out.
Hashtag it Dickett for Pickett. Kenny Pickett will be the next Steelers quarterback. Here's a super chat from our girl, Basic Sheep Femme. Seeing all your faces is making me feel better after a rough couple of days. Love you all. Yep. There you go.
Well, I don't know how it is up in Seattle, but the humans are they're getting squirrely down here in Los Angeles. So it was it's a rebuilding year at my local coffee and tea establishment because we had the B team in there today, and the line was out the door. And it's so frustrating when you're just used to the people you love, the A team, and they hit all the buttons and you scan your app and you're off on your way. Sometimes they already have my iced tea poured before I even walk in the store. This time.
Oh, no. Training. And
then the worst is they go to hit something and then they peel back and it goes to scratching the head like.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
And that's just getting the iced tea.
Can somebody call Dave?
Yeah. We haven't even covered trying to order Ken's egg sandwich, which has another hurdle because it's got to be toasted. Yeah.
It's gone now.
Yeah.
I was wondering what that was.
It's gone now.
Every time Josh tells me about raising a kid, I fully sympathize with him after experiences like this morning, having to feed my son.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
My old son who won't move out or get a real job. Stop hanging out with your friends in that clubhouse.
He went from elite sweet to egg sandwich, and Ken, you should probably chase it with a little birthday cake elite sweet.
Man, I might.
I got a treat of a job this week though. Got to for my show Versus on Peacock. Got to do John C. Reilly versus Will Ferrell. Is what I was writing. And so sneak preview. I made round 5. It's 5 rounds. So you do like box office tomato meter. Round 5. I just made it all about Step Brothers and who is the funnier performer in Step Brothers between the two. Very hard.
Tough.
Very tough to do. But I also started making a ranking of who makes me laugh the most in Step Brothers. Yeah. And pound for pound, who do you think I think the funniest person in Step Brothers is? Hint, it is not John C. Reilly or Will Ferrell.
Richard Jenkins.
Richard Jenkins is my runner-up.
Okay.
Is it Adam Scott?
Pound for pound, Catherine Hahn is the funniest person.
Oh, yeah.
And Horatio Sands actually might be in the running, too. They're not
Skinny Horatio Sands.
But Catherine Hahn trying to bang John C. Reilly every time she's on. She is so goddamn funny. That movie's just perfect.
The most underrated scene in the movie, people talk about, is when he tells him he wants to be a dinosaur, and you can't be a dinosaur. What are you talking about, Dad? Like he's trying to have this nice moment with his sons, and they just don't get it.
My favorite line in the entire movie, though, might be from Richard Jenkins, where it's Christmas and he's sullen and they're about to get divorced, and they're all asking if they can open their presents, and he just looks at everybody. He says, "I'm gonna go down to the Cheesecake Factory, have a drink." He just walks out.
That's me this Christmas for sure. Because that was almost me on Thanksgiving. I'll tell you what, Amanda. Yeah, she was psyched about my behavior on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, everybody have good holidays.
Well, Mark, you sent us a video, or sent me a video from Florida on a golf course. And the funniest part of that video is he turns around and there's a shadow and he starts giggling because the shadow waves.
I started making like shadow animals, shadow puppets. It was fun. It was fun, but I also, because you're in Florida and you're on a golf course, naturally, I got to see a couple gators.
Oh,
they're awesome.
Tim Tebow?
They're actual dinosaurs. No, an actual animal, alligator, that's been on Earth since well before the Macugas ever planted their flag in Pittsburgh.
Let me ask you a question. This is a Happy Gilmore style question. Okay, you hit your ball down there by the water. Okay. It's near the alligator, and you're having the round of your life. And me, as your playing partner, says you got to play it as it lies.
How so? It's still in bounds.
It's still in bounds.
And the alligator's just kind of chilling on the course
by you.
How close?
From here to the wall.
Yeah,
about 15 feet.
No problem.
Okay.
Now, what I would ask one of my playing partners to do, if it's a crocodile, this is a totally different answer.
Right.
I'm running the other direction. If it's an alligator, very docile. They are more afraid of you than they are of it, which is what everybody says when they just want you to do something stupid. You're not going to get
bear.
struck by lightning.
Jump over the fence. Talk to the bear.
The only thing I would ask is, as I address the ball, see, I know golf terms, as I address the ball, my back's going to be to the gator, and so I just want you to keep an eye on the gator.
Right.
If that thing even starts turning towards me, we have a code like yell bananas, and I just take off in a zigzag. If a gator's chasing you, you run in a zigzag formation. If a crocodile's chasing you, just give up. You're dead.
You're dead.
And that's how I run the 40 at the NFL Combine.
You zigzag, yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's why I always wondered, Josh is such a football fan. Why isn't he playing in the league right now?
It's the zigzag 40.
I mean, they're letting Taysom Hill play quarterback. You tell me Macuga can't pull a quarter off?
Everybody was freaking out that Tom Brady threw the football into the machine. I can do that.
That was pretty cool. It wasn't real, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't think you can do that.
No. That's really, really tough. There's only one other quarterback in NFL history that did what Taysom Hill did last night, which is run for over 100 yards and throw 4 interceptions in a game.
Rich Gannon.
Way back in the 70s, there's a quarterback for the Denver Broncos named Weiss, something like that.
That's a pretty good stat.
Weiss something.
Weiss something.
I heard that.
Oh, man. I want to say something real quick. So this is Mark Ellis's last in-studio positivity report.
I'm fired?
You're out.
It's the Wake Forest.
Take all of
I'm taking these with me.
Because if Wake Forest loses, I'll invite Mark back. If they win, he's out.
I love that bet.
Yeah. Because then you have to show up. But Mark will be here, hopefully, next Thursday, our last live stream here from the Good People Association studios in Burbank, California, starting at 4:30 p.m., going till, I don't know, maybe 7, depending on how. Just, asking for some super chats, whatever. Want to hang out with you guys one last time, have a few cocktails, maybe make it like a holiday-themed party. We'll invite some of the people that have been on shows prior.
Ugly sweaters?
Ugly sweaters are highly recommended.
Riley's a big ugly sweater guy.
He is big ugly sweater guy.
I like it.
It's going to be the happiest Christmas. It's Bing Crosby Dance with Danny F and K. Okay. And we want to see all of you there. We might have a positivity report Wednesday of next week. That might be the last one. But if today is the last positivity report, you can support the show with Streamlabs or you can just super chats. We can't get into our Streamlabs right now, so who knows?
Now, do you get emotional at the end of this positivity report because you're not sure if you have another one?
I'll get emotional next Thursday. I'll save the emotions for that.
Okay. So you're dead inside until next Thursday.
Correct.
I like that we're both focused on tomorrow.
Yeah, correct.
I like that we.
It's a huge game.
It's a big. Our teams aren't in this every year.
Yeah, no. Definitely not.
Yeah.
It's usually Clemson and somebody else.
It's usually Clemson and whoever loses to Clemson, or before that Florida State and whoever loses to Florida State, but not this year, baby.
This year. The old whiff kick. If we're talking about wide left, we need to start calling it the whiff kick. Okay, it's like the butt fumble.
Yeah.
Okay. The whiff kick is I've never seen Dan Murrell tweet anything about sports, ever. He tweeted about the whiff kick.
It was not a great punt.
Yeah.
It was not great.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Real bad. And it was the number 1 not top play today on SportsCenter.
Florida State. Have you, by the way, Positivity Report should tweet this out. Have you seen the guy who cleans the floors, or who does the floors at, I think it's the FIBA World Championships for basketball?
No.
There's this guy that takes his job so seriously. So if a player gets fouled or something and there's sweat on the court, they have like somebody run out with a mop.
It's like a mop.
This guy does gymnastics as he's hopping out there. He cleans it in a very dramatic fashion and then presents it back to the players. It is awesome.
How much does Greg Popovich hate this guy?
He's not in the NBA yet, but he needs to be.
You got to get him.
He needs to be there for the finals.
I mean, the fact there was this tweet that went around that some kid accidentally texted this older woman on Thanksgiving, and now they've had Thanksgiving together for the last 6 years and they become best friends, and they just got a Netflix movie.
Yeah, movie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to get this
wasn't
FIBA
set
guide
up
to the
from
NBA.
start.
Yeah, come on. Everybody knows it's just viral marketing.
It's the World Championships, and I'm telling you, I'll try to find it and we'll tweet it out afterwards. But God, this guy is entertaining.
You got it. I watched that Kevin Garnett. Anything is possible. I feel like anything is possible. If I been hired by Penn State or maybe like a local basketball team, that's the kind of stuff I would do. Just like,
it's the kind of thing I would like to think I would do, but I would do it for like an hour. Then I'd be like, I'm just gonna go play Tetris.
Because let me tell you a story.
Okay.
Tell you a quick story.
All right. This is going to be multiple stories wrapped into one?
Yes, because then I got to hit. I want to tell everybody about Elevated and Educator. Links are in the description.
All right.
Okay.
Have the story. I'm going to have another bite of my donut.
Here we go. So, Colin Redmond, who you know, my best bud from high school, one of the greatest Little League baseball players to ever lace him up.
He could have been a pro.
Could have been a pro. My dad still talks about it. He knows both of his Macuga sons could have never been anything in sports.
Nope.
But Colin Redmond could have been a professional baseball player. Mm-hmm. He swears to it to this day. It's going to be on his gravestone. John Macuga, husband, father, grandfather. Colin Redmond could have been in the pros. He was Little League. It was unbelievable. He was like a professional baseball player at the age of 10.
I remember hearing about him when I was playing Little League. Yeah.
So my buddy Colin gets married on Lake Conaquit. No, sorry, Lake Shoot.
Get there.
It's up there in Meadville, Pennsylvania. He got married at the Allegheny Chapel.
I'm going to go with the Allegheny River.
No, what's that lake up there, Ken? Come on, you know.
Is it the
Where the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald happened? What's going on?
I bet it has the word meadow in it.
Shoot. Conneaut. There we go.
See?
Oh, the old Conneaut River there. No.
Conneaut from the French word meaning meadow.
As everybody knows.
Yeah.
Conneaut soprano. Mm-hmm. So he gets married on Conneaut Lake out there, and it's a heck of a wedding. I mean, we're having a great time.
Yeah?
Okay? Really, really good time. Now, as everybody knows, you don't bring your glass drink onto the dance floor. It's been outlawed at weddings for years now.
It's a risk.
Leave your drink at your table. If you come and it's gone, just go get another drink. It's an open bar.
It's an open bar.
Okay? Even if they were charging a cash bar, just go pay. I don't care. Just whatever.
It's cheaper than the embarrassment of being the person that dropped their glass drink on the dance floor.
So
just say no.
It's said at the beginning. The DJ says, "Hey, no drinks on the dance floor." But of course, somebody, not Josh Macuga, and it wasn't me. I promise you, it wasn't me.
Ben
what I
Macuga?
do, once the DJ starts playing,
Nick Kutry?
No, they weren't at this wedding.
Oh, Kutrys weren't invited.
Michael Kautzer with a super chat. Thank you so much. A round of applause for the positivity report. Thank you so much. Okay, so my move at a wedding, as soon as the DJ starts playing the music, dinner's over, I have a couple sips of, I am just shots and water the rest of the night, which is how you black out. So I don't have to bring drinks. I go to hey, give me a shot, boom, chug it with some water.
Then you're back on the dance floor.
Back on the dance floor.
And you usually open the dance floor at a wedding.
Oh, correct. Yeah. I mean, there's only one way to do it.
Yeah.
So somebody brings a drink out there, okay?
Some jackwagon.
Some Jago.
Some Hunt's ketchup-eating jackwagon. That should be like the wedding DJ should have a vuvuzela. Like, wait a minute.
That should announce the bride and the groom.
Yeah, correct. Who needs a good song when you got a vuvuzela? A Macuvuzela?
I think I knew we were headed for divorce court when I heard this sound. Right after they said I now pronounced you man and wife.
I haven't brought this home to Rosie yet. She's going to be like, ooh.
I'm not worried about Rosie. I'm worried about the other lady in the household.
Yeah. Amanda?
Yes.
Oh. I didn't know there was
that one.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thanks.
5 points for not even needing multiple choice.
Boom.
Who is the other female in the Macuga house?
Who is Amanda?
Is it A, Amanda? B, Alexis?
There's an Alexa. Anyway. Hey, Alexa. I just messed with all of your guys' Alexas who's watching at home. Okay. So somebody breaks the glass on the dance floor. Everybody's like, oh, bummer. So poor young staff member just working there for the summertime comes out with the mop and the bucket. And I go, nah, I got this one. Don't you worry about it. Okay. I take that mop and do a mop dance like the chair dance, a la the chair dance. Now, my entire life, Mr. Redmond, Colin Redmond's dad, very serious human being. Okay. Big guy. Played college football, almost played professional football, like big.
He probably could have been a pro football player.
They had the garage gym with the old bench press. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like the 80s, 90s garage gym.
Mini fridge full of Miller High Life.
Yeah. 100%. So Mr. Redmond, my entire life, I don't know if Mr. Redmond likes me because I'm like Mr. Bubbly. I'm always at their house. I usually break something, right?
He probably didn't like you.
No. So I'm doing the mop dance. And at one point, I toss the mop, spin around, kick it with my leg back into my hands. And I look, first person I see is Mr. Redmond. He goes, "Did you see that?" Like, he got so excited. And to this day, every time I see him, I was like, "How about that mop dance?" He's like, "Pretty good."
That sounds like a great move, and I'm very proud of you. It's
So-
a cinematic moment. However, at this point, myself and the audience is curious. Were you actually helping to clean the situation, or were you just spreading shards of glass all over the dance floor to feed your own dancing ego?
I think a little bit of both, Mark.
Understand.
I think a little bit of both.
Understand. Because then did the poor kid who's just working there for the summer have to come out with a bigger mop?
With a bigger mop,
Yeah.
or a second, like a broom mop. And he's like rolling around me as I'm like spinning to like Stacy's mom.
That
right?
dance floor looked like the scene in Die Hard when they shoot the glass.
It's just everywhere. She stained Fenster. I started it last night with Rosie, and Amanda came up. She's like, she can't watch Die Hard. And I was like, she doesn't know. She needs to be introduced to the movie early on to know full well that this is the greatest.
If
Christmas
she has
movie.
some really witty quips in kindergarten, you know
Yeah.
where it came from.
It does.
Thank you, John McClane with hair.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Is it with hair or is it?
It's if John McClane
His
doesn't
hair
have
there.
hair, we should all. It's just a Bruce Willis action movie.
Yeah, correct. Kyle Detcher with the super chat says, "Mark, Ken, got my tickets for Saturday in D.C. If you fly into Dulles Airport, there is a mellow mushroom 5 miles from the airport."
Okay, so we knew this information that there was a mellow mushroom in Washington, D.C. the last time we were there. We didn't venture to it because we were sightseeing. We were learning about our nation's history. And so this time, we know the history already. Let's get to the mushroom.
Let's do it.
You're really selling me on this weekend.
Oh, it's going to be good, man.
I think I still have a gift card too.
Fly in for a day. Fly in for a night.
I gotta figure this out.
Figure that out. Just here's what you do. You tell Alexis, excuse me, Amanda, that you're just going to the store and you'll be back in a sec.
Listen,
Hop
Audrey.
your flight. You'll be back the next day. She won't even know you're gone.
Amber, listen. Okay.
It's no, honey. You shouldn't do.
Oh, right.
No,
My bad.
that's really gonna hurt your status in the household.
Dylan Barry with a question, not a super chat, but I'm going to get to it because I think it's a pretty good question.
Okay.
Mark, what is the best date night comedy club in L.A.? ? Dylan Barry, Doghouse Burbank, which is the reason I read it because well delivered, very funny. Dylan, way to go.
Yeah, I like that. Now, if you want to take a date to a comedy club,
Not the Laugh Factory. Too bright. Too bright. You're
Yeah.
looking at her face too much.
the Laugh Factory is too bright because the Laugh Factory, when you're on stage at the Laugh Factory, you can just smell the new couples because everybody
Yes.
there is young, and so it's usually like a bunch of groups, and then you
Yeah.
always have like a couple ISOs, and you're like, oh, this is awkward.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
And
it's
so
tough.
so I'd probably steer you against the improv is good because you can get like a booth way in the back.
Totally.
But I would
the
probably
McCartney booth.
say I'd probably say the Comedy Store original room, just don't be seated right up front.
No. You want that like the back
Yeah.
ish, or maybe those like back
Yeah,
benches.
any sort of side situation you can get in the original room, you're in good hands.
Boom.
Yep.
People keep tweeting at me like, "Hey, is Die Hard a Christmas movie?" I've already told you this. It is.
Yeah.
It's not even close to not being one. Just because it came out in July doesn't mean it's not a Christmas movie.
Lethal Weapon's a Christmas movie, came out in March.
Exactly. Lethal Weapon, also a good Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
And Hawkeye right now is a Christmas series.
Haven't caught it yet, but I hear good things.
I would
great.
highly recommend.
Yeah.
Great.
I love bow and arrows. So there's that.
I love bow and arrows in the bow and arrow era. You know, but like now, like
Or like Robin Hood era?
yeah, because that was the
More
height
like,
of
what are you thinking? Like DeLongshanks and Braveheart? Like bring them
Yeah,
up.
that was
We'll
the-
kill some of us.
that was the height of technology back then.
Yeah.
Now Hawkeye's like, I'm so good at fighting crime. I'm going to use a 12th century contraption against rifles and bazookas.
This is the same argument that Sinead had yesterday, but also he's got those cool trick arrows.
Yeah, and you wreck shit with them.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think you guys are living in a dream world. If you think that somebody's
Let me
going to be
ask you a
attacking
question,
you,
Mark.
and you got to take out a huge bow and arrow.
Have you seen the Avengers?
He's sick.
Yes, and who's the one that
He
we always
runs
make
out of
fun
arrows, though, which is tough.
Hawkeye is the one that you make fun of. I'm not saying he's not. I salute you for your service, sir. But
Man.
in the context of superheroes, there's a guy who all he has to do is get mad, and he turns into a giant green Hulk.
Right.
And
But
then
you
got
can't have
this
all
guy-
the Hulks. You need a little bit of finesse, Mark.
It's a good way to put it.
This might be a hot take. I'll take Legolas over Hawkeye.
Yeah, because he's an elf.
Yeah, lives longer.
And he's in a technology
I don't know
era.
that being an elf is a enhancement to your superhero abilities. Making toys, sure.
Timely.
Well done. Did you guys know there was a Santa Claus 3, the Escape Clause?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caught it on TV the other night. It's terrible, but I didn't even know there was a third one.
Is Tim Allen in that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like Home Alone where McCulkin was like, I'm out.
Yeah, they just keep doing new Home Alones.
Yeah.
But what
The new one's the kid from Jojo Rabbit.
Fine.
Makes 0 sense. The movie makes no sense.
I don't care about the movie, but I love how people get up in arms over they're making Home Alone. You're ruining the name of Home Alone. It's a
Yeah. No, what?
Who's gonna?
Fine. What,
It's
who's getting angry?
okay.
Daniel Stern?
Yeah, you're ruining my childhood.
The ghost of John Williams? He doesn't care.
It's gonna be okay.
Yeah.
John Williams still alive.
No, sorry, I meant John Hughes.
John Hughes.
Ah,
Yes.
my bad.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the movies that made us, they did a holiday edition,
Yeah.
and they did a bunch of your stupid movies.
No,
and then they
that's
did
good.
Elf, and they did Home Alone, and they were fantastic.
Pretty great stuff.
And they did Die Hard as well, but they didn't say that was a holiday movie. But
Did you watch the Halloween one? Is that what you're referring
Yes.
to? The stupid one?
yes, and the Elm Street. I saw them in there, and man,
Yeah.
because it auto played it.
yeah.
It starts. I'm like, this is trash.
No, that's what you said. You didn't go. You said, "Oh, this is trash."
All right.
I'm an adult male. I'm going to make a rational decision not watch this. You didn't go. You're going down tomorrow, John Macuga.
Hey, Mark, guess what? I'm following you home, and I'm just taking all the meat from your freezer. You're not even gonna have any meat left, and you can keep the elite sweets.
All I need is my donuts, and I'm good.
Because you know what? You're being a little salty right now, there, pal. Because last night I was outside bringing in the trash cans, and it's scary. It's scary in the dark over in that corner.
In the dark in your corner, yes.
See?
Yes, also because I have a key to his place.
It's creepy.
So I
back
could be
there,
working
right?
there. Oh, that's what I'm going to do someday when you least expect it. I don't care what part of the world you're living in. When you least expect it, you're going to be taking out the trash one night, and I'm going to be dressed with the Demon Deacon head on.
God.
And I'm going to come running around the corner.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh,
But if you
my
saw
God.
Demon Deacon run at you, wouldn't you expect that it's just your buddy Mark?
No. I don't know. Maybe. At first, no. Have you seen these awful TikToks where there's a woman hiding in an attic and their friends come and they're like, oh, and they're like, oh, I'm scaring my friends. It's the fake. These are awful actors and actresses because if you were a real actor and actress and you're climbing up those wooden ladder stairs, you fall and break your neck and die.
It's a risk if you're going to hide in an attic to scare people. Because also, like how many times a week do you actually go in the attic?
Never.
You could be waiting there. You could become a flower in the attic.
Whoa, nicely done.
I just don't do the.
that one.
I just still haven't done the TikTok. Yeah, I thought about it because you could put little bits of jokes up there, like stand up. I guess I could do that.
Yeah.
But it just seems
You want to
like
go hang out in my parents' attic and just do some hot bits for my
seems like
parents?
so much work. I would love to scare John Macuga with Deb's permission.
Guarantee you, my mom goes up there. She's like, "What's all this noise?"
I don't find Deb to be flappable at all.
No, not one bit.
I think Deb is pretty cool under pressure.
You know, like those classic videos where somebody pumps out of somebody, somebody punches it. My mom doesn't punch it. She grabs it by and she's like, "Stop this!
Yeah.
Stop it!"
I feel like Pennywise could come back after 26 years to eat like the children of the town, and Deb can just walk up to Pennywise, just be like, "You stop! You go home right now, young man." And his paint would just melt off, and his eyes would stop being googly, and he just apologize
My
and go
mom's like,
back.
"Get out of the sewer!
Yeah.
You're done." Which is, by the way, so in March apparently, right around the time we played golf, Mark, I recorded Die Hard. Okay, off I wanted the one with the swear word, so I recorded it off a pay channel like HBO or Cinemax or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I haven't watched it since obviously then or recorded it. I was waiting till Christmas, but it starts and it's midway through it, and I was like,
no.
"Whoa!" I thought it ruined my Die Hard, but apparently my TV recorded 3.5 hours of that channel, and I got the full Die Hard, but I have to fast forward through all of the it stuff.
That's tough. And you can't edit it yet. There's not a feature
No.
to edit your recording where you can
Yes.
just get to the good stuff, get to the meat, get to a plane landing in Los Angeles and making fists with your toes.
Everybody knows that. You make some fists with your toes. First of all, that guy travels for business to where? Donnie's Pizza Shop?
Literally nowhere. That guy works for Big Fist, and all he does is he permanently sits on that plane, and he just tells anybody who will listen to him, "You make fists with your toes."
Yeah. Or does he work for like a carpet installer?
That guy might have been the mastermind behind the whole operation. He was the one who encouraged John McClane to take his shoes off to make fists with your toes. He knew exactly what McClane was walking into. He knew that his German buddies were going to take that situation.
In Die Hard with a Vengeance, remember, they have fake accents.
Yeah.
So what happened is this is Hans
It's raining
Gruber's...
cats and dogs out there.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Dogs
it's
and
usually
cats.
dogs and cats.
It's raining cats and dogs. He says dogs and cats.
I never knew. I never knew that you had to put one animal in front of the other one, or else you were a terrorist.
Well, because you're from Virginia.
Am I a Virginia terrorist? Is that what you're saying?
You're the terror of Virginia. Yeah.
A terrorist from the foreign country of Virginia.
Yep, everybody knows it. But we watched Die Hard. It was really good. Okay, so real quick before we go into the final portion of the program today, I want to give a shout out to my friends at Freedom USA. Freedom, you can see this is their hoodie. Our buddy Brian Floriani, who was on the show, runs Freedom USA, freedomusa.com. And what their goal, they are a for-profit clothing brand that donates everything, all of the revenue that they make after they pay their employees and everything, all of the revenue that they make every year, they donate to literacy, right? They're buying books, they're helping schools, all that kind of stuff. It's an amazing, amazing cause. And right now they have a thing going on their website. It's called Elevate an Educator. The link is in the description. If you know a teacher, if you are a teacher, if you have kids that have a teacher, if you have a family member that has a teacher, go. The link is in the description. Nominate them. There's tons of prizes available, but also just to show them that you appreciate, nominate them for Elevate an Educator. I think it will make their day because teachers have it really, really tough right now.
Yeah.
They are getting hammered by vaxxers and anti-vaxxers, school boards. It is a really, really, really tough job right now.
They also have to teach kids.
And they also have to teach kids.
They have to stand in front of an audience of children every day.
So imagine the kid goes home and the parents are like, your teacher's an idiot, that kind of stuff. That happens. It's awful. Okay? No, I'm telling you. It's like the school board makes these, regardless. Yep. Elevate an Educator.
There we go. Back on the track.
Sorry. Because my mom had a lot of parents that were really tough on her.
We got the train. We got more coal in the fire.
So go to freedomusa.com, freedomusa.com. The link is in the description. Nominate somebody, a teacher, anybody that you know that is teaching and molding minds and helping the youth or the adults, professors, whatever it is. Elevate an Educator, freedomusa.com. Check it out.
Good folks over there at Freedom USA.
100%.
I just love whenever you get flustered on the show, you just touch your donut boxes and rearrange them.
Yeah, well, because my OCD, as Ken knows, if you're going to do it, you can't just like have them all willy-nilly over here. You got to either have them in the classic triangle.
I mean, you can.
Or you do the
Anytime he says something that his brain remembers is inaccurate, he rearranges the donut box. So here's my Josh Macuga impression.
Here we go.
Of course Dustin Hoffman was in Star Wars. Of course Pitt's going to win tomorrow.
Of course Hunt's ketchup is really good.
Oh, no, just throw... That's the worst possible thing you can say.
How dare you, sir?
I want to get a Hunt's representative on the show. And I know the show's probably over after today. But I still want to get a Hunt's representative on the show. Just to give them... do we give them the platform to defend themselves?
No.
They might have been first. I'm looking it up. They might have been first.
Yeah, they might have been.
It could have been. But guess what? First...
Well, you see what I was doing? I was playing golf on my phone.
Love
You
watching
play golf
you do
on
that
his
on the
phone.
plane.
Playing desert golf.
If you're ever 4 rows behind Ellis on an airplane, you just look over, you see him doing that the whole flight.
He's playing desert golf.
We can actually go to Palm Springs and play actual desert golf. You big, dumb dummy.
That was too far.
Okay.
That was hurtful.
By the way, Kevin McAllister calls his mom a dummy in Home Alone.
I know.
That's like, my mom would have sleep on the 3rd floor. She would have left me home alone on purpose. Dummy? That's where Deb Macuga draws the line. Rolls me up in a rug and throws me down the stairs.
Pretty sure we already looked this up on this very show, but
Did we?
I'm going again anyway. So what's the name of the Steelers field? Is
Heinz Field.
Heinz. All right.
H-E-I-N-Z.
All right.
Heinz 57.
All right.
Okay.
So this is to determine if Hunt's...
First doesn't matter as long as quality is there.
Is Hunt's the Rory Storm and the Hurricanes of the British invasion? We were here before the Beatles. No one loved us. They took our drummer.
Did they get into that in that documentary that I tried to watch?
I will say that Heinz ketchup is both the Pete Best and Ringo Starr of the ketchup because they were first, but they're also the best.
Yes.
So,
correct. Boom.
I hope Pete Best is watching.
I tried. Ken is really upset with me, Mark, because I tweeted how I've never listened to an entire album of music.
So I got this text on our text message chain, which is just a sea of idiocy. And the last thing, which I didn't know how to respond to, because all Ken wrote is like, I'm still trying to get Josh to listen to an album. More often than not, our text chain breaks down to the other two having an intervention for the other person.
That's fair.
And this was Ken's attempt at having an intervention. Now, he said you are having trouble finishing an album, so I responded, as any normal adult would, with a Michael McDonald gift.
Yes, correct.
What is the album, and what is the holdup?
No. I've never listened to any album ever all the way through.
Oh, come on, Josh. The Boston's debut album?
I never listened to the whole
Yes,
album.
I bet you have. Do you own a radio? Then you've listened to it.
Well,
Bruce Springsteen's Born
it's
in the
that
USA?
good. I've never listened to Born in the USA all the way through.
Van Halen 1, Appetite for Destruction?
Nope.
1984?
Once the song starts, I'm like, I don't know this one. I just skip through it, so I never listened to it.
Who's your favorite band?
Favorite band of all time?
Yeah.
Journey.
You've never listened to a full... Well,
Journey's Greatest
you've listened
Hits.
to Journey's Greatest Hits. Yeah, which Greatest Hits albums
That
do
doesn't
not count.
I said that in the tweet. Unless it's a Greatest Hits album, I've never listened to an album all the way through. Ken?
Look, first of all, I love Greatest Hits albums. I will defend those as fun listens because who doesn't love all the singles?
Oh, he said fun listens like he's talking
Art
down to
art
it.
has meaning, and to not listen to Steve Perry's communication to you through an entire track listing of an album, I can't even comprehend that because you're such a big Journey fan.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all. It's not anger.
Ken, can we even take
not
Josh
anger.
to the Talleyrand anymore?
I don't think
hang
we can
out with
take him
Steve
to
Perry?
Talleyrand.
No, because that's where Steve Perry might be, and God forbid Steve Perry's like, oh, what's your favorite song off Escape? And Josh goes, you were live in Houston in 1983, and then just slaps him and runs out the door.
Yeah. It's the greatest live album of all time.
Yeah,
And
because
DVD.
Now you just
I'll tell
slap
you,
Steve Perry.
Greatest hits are great. I have a ton. Like so that's not my
U2
problem.
Greatest Hits.
That's not my
Springsteen
problem.
Greatest Hits.
One of the
Listen.
biggest selling albums of all time is Eagles' Greatest Hits Volume 1.
Yeah,
Yes,
right.
It's a great album. Never
Lennon's
listened to all the way
classics,
through, but-
George Harrison Greatest Hits, great album. I have no problem with Josh loving Greatest Hits albums.
I know how to
just-
solve this. We can kill two birds with one stone. One of the birds being get Josh to listen to a full album. Two being us having a great time.
Yep.
A lot of times these bands now tour, and they're touring on the strength of one of their albums. They play the whole album start to finish.
Right,
We could go see the Eagles, and they play the entire Hotel California album.
That's
Would you?
right.
But the rule
So what
is,
do they just play Hotel? Is this like Robbie Dupree's Steal Away? It's just Steal Away
Just
18
over-
times in
over and
different
over.
ways. So
I
is
would
Hotel
go to-
California? Is it
I
just
would
like
go to that concert.
2 hours of Hotel California?
Okay, first of all, dear, Hotel California isn't just a song; it's an entire album, and it's great start to finish. Now the rule I'm going to impose, though, is that like if the four of us go, you have to wear an adult diaper because you're not leaving. You're not going in for a pee break. We'll take turns getting you beers.
Okay.
You have to sit there and listen to every song on Hotel California.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Is it good?
it's great.
It's transcendental,
Okay. All right.
Ooh,
especially if you're a 50-year-old white guy.
Hey, man, California, Hotel California, man.
Okay. All right. Okay. How about we listen to the whole album on a golf course?
That's a good compromise.
Get one of those rock form speakers, glue it to the cart.
No,
or
because
magnetize it to the cart.
I'm hanging out at the back of this house that my mom's considering plucking down a considerable chunk of change on.
Pool?
No, there's no pool, but there's a lake right there. Go
yeah.
swim with the gators. So again, the tee box is right there, and so these golf carts come up, and I like talking shit to people I've never met, and a lot of times the golf carts roll up, but
Do you have a mic? Were you doing
now
crowd work?
now they're playing music.
Oh yeah, it's the best.
I hate it.
What?
It's not pure golf.
Mark, it's the best. Golf and music
No,
is
no,
so
no,
fun.
no, 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 no.
Fine. You know what? If we play golf together, no music. Fine. Done.
Okay.
Is that a selling point?
I don't know why I have to take this stand against music on a golf course. There should not be music on a golf course.
I agree with that.
You know what music I like on the golf course? The sounds of nature.
Yeah.
I like hearing the birds. I like hearing the snakes get run over.
I like me heckling you.
That's fine. That is fair game. Us talking trash
The
to each
giggling
other.
when you shank it into a house.
The lighting of a cigar.
Yeah. Oh,
The
of a course.
of that first Brooks Koepka approved Mick Ultra. I don't drink when I play golf, though. That's the other thing that's going to disappoint you.
No, I don't. I can play without drinking too. That's totally fine.
Well, we're so proud of you. Thanks for making it 4 hours. Thanks for doing all that manual labor.
I mean, I like to drink, but I don't have to drink. If I were you, you would want me to drink because you could maybe beat me.
I could get in your head a little bit, I think. Yeah.
Brian Jackson, Mr. McClunky, in a super chat says, "Thank you all for great work and creating a wonderful community for this positivity family. Cheers." Thanks, Mr. McClunks. Appreciate you.
Hey, I just show up. They haven't locked me out yet.
They haven't locked you out yet. So tomorrow is the Schmoedown Spectacular. People can come see you.
Tomorrow's the big Schmoedown Spectacular at the Globe Theater, downtown Los Angeles. A lot of surprises, many of which I'm not even privy to yet. 5 epic matches. I believe it's going to be
5?
me and Christian Harloff on the desk announcing each and every one of them. But there might be a Ken Knapsack appearance on the desk.
Oh.
No, I'm at the expo in the morning, buddy. I'm selling.
Oh, is that what they
I'm
meant?
at the garage sale.
Okay, Ken is going to be selling full albums that Josh has never listened to. Come pick one of them up tomorrow at the expo.
Quick question there, Ken. Can you take a bunch of our stickers and pics and everything and just give them to fans?
Josh, that's a great idea. If you are down at the expo, you will get those gratis if you purchase one of my items.
Yep, there you go.
These are not for sale.
Those are not for sale.
These are mine.
Let's do some videos that make me smile, and then we can enjoy our weekend.
Here we go.
At least you do.
Look at that face.
Oh, you did the video this time, Ken.
That's going to be my face tomorrow around 9 p.m.
Yeah, then I forgot to do the other thing. Okay, here you go.
All right, look at this. Family, hanging out. Dog client understood the assignment. This is one of the cutest things I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
wait till the zoom. Look at that dog.
That's like every grandfather smile in a family photo, you know?
100%.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trying to smile, but they look slightly terrified.
That's great. That's great.
Who's this family and why do they make me take this picture? Nobody zooms in on the black lab over there.
Yeah.
Is there? Oh, yeah.
There's another dog.
Too. Yeah.
And why does the mom get both dogs?
Yeah, the dog's probably.
Well, I just look at it as
Mom.
yeah.
Mom feeds the dogs. So
Mom's got treats.
Yep.
Remind me, I got a tweet to tell you about a dog after these.
Okay. Dylan Barry says, "What is the expo?" If we missed that part, you can get in and like meet some of the people and get stuff.
Yeah. The expo kicks off, I believe, at 10.
10, yeah.
And fans can roam around. You can meet a lot of your favorite personalities from the movie Trivia Schmoedown. I'll be in costume number 1. Oh. Glad handing everybody, and then I got to go hop backstage and change into a more Wake Forest suited attire for the actual. I'm just gonna wear this.
That's it. Yeah.
Classic.
Would you just dress it up, Mark, one time?
This
Good
would be
God.
this would be my attire for like Schmoedown season 3.
Yeah.
I would show up to the studio like what I dressed up for.
That's a ton.
Thanks for dressing up there, pal.
Nostalgia.
All right, we got like 2 more, Ken?
Yeah.
All right, watch. Mark, this guy has 1 arm, and he's better than both of us combined.
Those are
4
Wake Forest
arms.
colors.
Yeah.
Wow.
What? Wait, watch this move. Watch this one. No, that's the next one. I mean, it's a 3-pointer.
That
It's
was
still
pretty
incredible,
impressive. Yeah.
right? No, watch this.
Oh my God.
1 arm. Blocks the guy on the fast break, dunks it.
That's incredible.
Come on. Like, people complaining about things they can't do. This guy's got 1 arm.
I love that the headphones go flying, but he still completes the process of the dunk.
Mark, guarantee you this guy with 1 arm is better than you at golf.
That's inspiring. He's better than me in literally every sport, and you should never call a tech on that guy for dunking and showing off afterwards.
I accidentally just clicked on this.
What
We're going to watch this.
God's name is this?
I don't know, but
and
I love
how
otters.
do I get 9 of them?
Oh, an otter.
That's like a sea otter.
Yeah.
Where's the fishies?
Grace and I want to raise an otter. I don't think we can.
Oh, I love him.
We need to dig a hole in your backyard with a filtered water pump.
I told you about that otter place where I went swimming with otters, right?
I did look up the pricing. I'm going to not be able to go.
It's a little pricey. It's a little pricey.
Have you seen the Rosie Strawberry video? Have you seen that one?
No.
Pretty good.
Are you comparing your daughter to an otter?
I am. They're both adorable.
They are both adorable.
Yeah.
God, look at that otter. But the one thing about otters is like they look so cute on TikTok. They reek.
They stink.
Oh my God, they smell like a Burger King croissant.
Yes, from downtown.
From way downtown.
That now assures I will never eat a Burger King breakfast sandwich.
We used to stop at Burger King occasionally before school when we got ready on time, and I just got the plain sausage biscuit. My brother always got a croissant sandwich, and it just always smelled like a wet dog.
Yep.
All right, your final one.
My dad could not pronounce croissant.
Dogs and costumes on Halloween,
A crossing witch.
and fires and fireplaces, and maroon
I wanna
slash hunter
I wanna
green
hear what she
slash
says.
mustard yellow color combos, and baking your first fall batch of
There's
cookies.
nothing funny
but
about
you
this.
Put too much cinnamon
I'm
in
just
it because
curious.
you're
Oh, it's
too
Taylor
excited
Swift?
because it's fall. Okay, so this is
Mark,
a video
if
reenactment
Taylor can do
of
this,
my Tumblr post
you can.
about fall.
All right.
And hats and
Look at the
scarves
effort she puts
and
into
knee
this.
socks and wearing tights
All
for
right,
the first
dance.
time in months. And when the mornings are all
She's
chilly
sitting at
and
that
you can
bench
see
up
your
in
breath
Carmel.
and
Ooh.
draw
Yeah,
little
Ken, what are you
pictures
talking- I can't
on
do any of
foggy
this.
windows.
How does she? Whoa, whoa,
How's
whoa!
she making the
Flat
edits?
stuff.
Do you see how she writes?
Mm-hmm.
Where were
Not
her
caring
parents?
when people make fun of pumpkin flavored stuff because you love it
I have bad
and are
handwriting.
happy it's all the rage.
No,
There you
she
go.
was holding a pen.
Yeah.
I
She's
love
writing
Taylor
some poetry.
Swift.
I like Taylor Swift too.
I love
Can I watch this one more time? I want to see her grip.
You know who's better than?
Mustard yellow color
I want
combo.
to see
Yeah.
her
Watch
pen
the grip.
First fall batch of cookies.
She
but
writes
you
like she's
put
in
too much
7th grade.
cinnamon in it because
Can
you're
keep
too
it in a journal.
excited because it's fall. Okay, so this is a video reenactment of my Tumblr post
She's
about
bored.
fall.
Okay.
And hats and
Yeah.
scarves.
I you know who loves that scarf is Mark Riley.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He's
That's
a
a good scarf.
big scarf guy.
I can't believe I'm not wearing one now.
All right,
A
watch.
USC scarf.
It's coming up. Look.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, that's like she's
What?
got she's involved in the
plaid
middle
stuff.
finger more than I think you should.
That how?
That's putting it in the wrong place.
It's almost like it's like she's dining with chopsticks.
Yeah,
Oh, that's impressive. That's like
yeah,
Hank Aaron in the minor leagues used to swing the bat with his hands on the upside down.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cast that out of turn. That she might have actually revolutionized the way that we hold pens.
Right. Right.
It looks weird. Okay, I'm not gonna say it looks natural, but I don't know. I got to see the wrist one more time because it looks like a carpal tunnel nightmare.
Yeah. Well, maybe it helps
It's
keep
right
that
after
down.
this.
Yeah.
It's right after the peace sign on the
Right.
bench. Here
And
it
then look.
goes, and it's right here.
The pen's in the that's
Pen's in the middle.
I don't. I gotta try that. I gotta try that.
Yeah.
Because I have a permanent lump on my finger from holding the pencil too hard. Does anybody else have that? No. Like that lump on your finger?
What are you talking about?
So like when we were kids, like on my middle finger from holding the pencil so hard, I did permanent damage to the top of my finger, and there's
Look
a
at
permanent
that
lump
thing.
up there. Yeah.
Wow. That's
Jesus.
And then I broke this finger, so that one has a lump.
How hard were you stressing during that?
yeah.
I mean, I did pretty well
What
in my
they call
SATs.
those? What they call those things? How hard were you stressing during that Scantron test?
Oh, the old Scantron.
Like, oh God, did I get it in the lines? Because if you got any smudge out of the lines, there's a chance that it reads it wrong.
There was nothing quite like pressing so hard you got a little bit of Ticonderoga in your skin. You know, like a little bit of indentation.
Ticonderoga is a place where we used to go hiking in Virginia.
Fort Ticonderoga, Ticonderoga.
All right, this is the Positivity Report. If this is the last one we ever do from studio, it was a hell of a ride.
What a run, buddy!
What a run. Come on.
Congratulations,
We might be here
sir.
Wednesday. Stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Josh Macuga, at Good People GPA. For Ken Knapsack, Mark Riley, Mark Ellis in D.C. Link for tickets in the description. Mark and Ken.
Let's
I
do
might
it.
be there, possible. Elite Suites, member, Elevate and Educator, freedomusa.com. Every single day you choose positivity. It's an active choice. Call somebody, text them, tell them you love them. It matters. It's way easier to love than hate. Find the good. We'll see ya. Maybe.
Go Dinks!